Alright, and we're finally back with another stream, going with Zenless Zone Zeros, because 2.2 update, main story update dropped last week, so here we are. I saw some random comment saying, body count is higher than someone's ex, so... I don't know. I think there were actually very few spoilers on Twitter, thankfully, but yeah, that comment does not bode well. Alright, so let's, no, it's already on that? No. Okay. Here we go. Shoot, what happened in the last version? Oh, the whole thing with, taking down one of Porcelumix's, executives and whatever, because they were conspiring with the Exaltists or something. I don't know. Alright, Belle. What'd you offer me? I'm not gonna use the summer outfit, no. Where is my... Just use my regular one. Hello. Belle's looking over a message from someone, her face turning serious. The kind of look that says, here comes another tough job. Your proxy instincts are telling you to turn and walk away. Wise, perfect timing. Talk about bad timing. Mir sent a message earlier saying, give me a call when both your siblings are together. An official message from the mayor usually means something big is about to happen. Should we contact him right away? Alright. Simulated signals from city administration surge through the encrypted line. After a few seconds of whispering white noise, a familiar image and voice emerged from the audio-visual device. Image?
Hey,
Image?
Kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Yidhari Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't
Is it just
so
me, or
great.
is the voice volume kind of low? Compared to the air quality issue, the air in the city isn't much better.
The city's air isn't great, but the real concern is the miasma still spreading through Yidhari Peninsula. Do you have any plans to address it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic.
Huh?
But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the danger still posed by the Exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects.
But it took us a whole
producing even more
1.x
powerful ethereals
versions
and
to find
sacrifices.
miasma in the hollows. Okay. Will they come up with some explanation why it wasn't there before? I don't know.
That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon. But the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's all because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices. And now miasma is spreading rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Yidhari Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
The root of the evil.
Exaltist actions are still harming the people of Yidhari Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived.
Oh. In 2.2?
Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer, Ferox, secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Yidhari Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Yidhari Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Yidhari Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in.
Military or something? I don't know.
A defense force
Yep.
unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Yidhari Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
So which force is it?
The defense
which
force
squad,
wasn't
I
involved
guess,
with
isn't
the
it?
issues in Yidhari Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Waifei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Waifei Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General...
So what does the mayor actually do here? I don't know.
Sounds like a power game between Tops and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Waifei Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquay Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon...
Alright, so now we're acting as proxies again.
Phaethon.
Are we going to go back to using Bang Boo? Because I still don't really see, like, okay, just because he magically adjusted... I'll let this keep going.
It's my time to shine again, right?
What's with this whole okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I wasn't really a fan of how basically it's like, boom, phone call, your implants allow you to have good ether aptitude now, and all of a sudden you're not taking Bang Boo. But it's like, okay, just because you have ether aptitude does not mean you magically have combat capabilities too. You have the people who can actually fight going with you in the holo, right? But like, it's still safer to use the Bang Boo, right? Why do you all of a sudden need to be physically there? Maybe for story purposes, yeah, you want to directly involve the protagonists more, but I don't know.
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Obel Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists and Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So, we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force.
Special Holotech advisors, what about...
You'll be introduced as Special Holotech
not
advisors
the independent investigator or something?
military operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult to remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
Okay. The Intoner teacher.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolda in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolda and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Taking down the Exaltists, the Defense Force. Looks like this job won't be easy. Hope we don't run into any trouble. I hope we don't run into any annoying people. But hey, we got to team up with Oboe Squad again, Soldier 11, and Trigger will be happy to see you too, right, Wise? And of course, a couple of new acquaintances we've crossed paths with before. But before heading out, maybe we should let Yushan, Shifun, and the others know. We got the new new members. There's not a soul in sight. What's the point of standing guard? This is exactly when we can't let our guard down. I could make a comment, but I'm not going to. But I kind of want to. Unexpecting you, Wise. Don't give me that. Yushan Shifu is all-knowing. Look, I only knew because the mayor contacted me in advance. Seems that really is why you're here. You can play someone who's on good terms with the mayor, so we can't get directly involved in Defense Force affairs, which means I have no choice but to send my talented student. Leave it to your disciple. Shame the sect is the least of your worries. The Exaltus played dirty and Defense Force throws its weight around. You're neither skilled enough nor strong enough to deal with either of them alone. That's why you have to act with utmost caution. Your safety has to come first before you try to help anyone else. Alright, Swabian Temple isn't going anywhere. Get a good night's rest here tonight, and then go take care of what you need to do. Remember, if you get into any trouble out there, just give them your Shifu's name. Carefully calibrate the HDD device in Swabian Temple's inner chamber, then spend some time chatting with your senior brothers and sisters. Before you realize it, night has already fallen. Where's Tofu? Eating? Where's Panda? I don't know. The Defense Force sent word. We're meeting up with Obo Squad tomorrow morning. The coordinates are in the Lemnian Hollow. We're meeting in the Hollow? That's right. The Defense Force wants us to link up with Obo Squad during the operation. Afterward, we're to return to their base together. Supposedly, it's meant to help us work more smoothly with Obo Squad and to test our capabilities as the mayor's special envoys. I spent the whole afternoon tuning the HDD device. It's pretty much done. You should take it easy and rest up for tomorrow's operation. Go to sleep, go to sleep. I guess maybe one of the reasons, actually, I didn't think about this before much, but maybe why, like, we are going into the Hollow in person instead of sending EOS is that, well, no, actually, I don't remember quite how proxies typically operate. Do proxies usually go in person, or do they usually send a Bangbu? Because we know EOS is like no one else has the capability to link to their Bangbu, but I don't know. Sure. Season 2, Chapter 3, do not go gentle into that good night. Alright. A dream made from electric impulses and numerical signals in Magus's memory. Okay, we're going straight to Orpheus. Oba Squad. Slap. What the gun doing? What Magus doing?
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
Why is this like nostalgic music?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid.
I was gonna be like, why is that Isolde's voice? But yeah, the speech bubble it's kind of hard to tell, but it's coming from there. Yeah.
This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us.
Okay, so I guess Magus was a person and is now a gun for some reason.
Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Oh, she has the Denny's launcher.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup. Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup.
Got him, GG's.
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes. Get back.
And it's Yijong. Okay. Now I have to go back and look at Yushan's trailer. When Yijong, no. The scene I'm thinking of was when their master used the sword, when it just cut up the ethereal from the side. That's you, John.
I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back.
So, is this the end? Revenge.
What? What's with that voice? That's not, that's not Isolde, is it? I can't tell. The color is sepia or something, and the voice is weird.
Against what? The Hollow? Against everything.
Huh.
I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Okay, they somehow put a person into a gun. Also, there's some other media. It's you can't tell from this angle, but when like her Orpheus' horns in a way, when looking at it a particular angle, it kind of looks like eyes. Yeah, that's probably intentional.
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty, and stop eavesdropping on me.
Kind of difficult when you're literally attached to Orphe's tail. Also, Seed in Seed Senior in Seed's trailer apparently sleeps somehow. I don't know. I don't really understand how intelligent constructs come to be. I'm just kind of confused in general.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again.
Is Magus gonna say you've said this multiple times?
But given how you're always right behind me, it's kind of hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
The eyes.
Yes, Captain Magus. I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange.
Freudian, is that what they call a Freudian slip?
Self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. Feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Alright, hey look, it's Trigger. Captain Magus, squad member Orphe, I've been waiting here for you. I see. You left a sniper to wait here all alone? That's not how an assault trooper should operate, Orphe. But you're the one who woke up late. I told you, that was a necessary system check and maintenance. Now, getting into position early to cover their squad mates is part of a sniper's job too, isn't it? Let's head to the operation briefing before the colonel scolds everyone in Obo's squad for being late. It's Seed and Burger 11. Okay. I don't like how the walk cycles are so slow. I don't know, maybe I just walk fast. Aha! I have crappy parking as always. Obo squad assemble! Captain Magus. Even after all this time, Burger 11 has remained disciplined and focused. That's what you call a model soldier. Huh? Aren't I a model soldier? You, Seed? You're a soldier too. If you join the Scout Seed, you'd definitely be an honor scout. I feel like there's a memory somewhere in my past. Something about being in the Scouts. If I weren't busy taking care of Seed Senior, I'd absolutely be an honored member. Captain, we've got about 12 or 13 push-ups worth of time before we're late for the operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them one-handed or two. Let's hurry to the operation briefing, or we'll be punished as problem squad members before we ever get the chance to become honored ones. Alright. Hi. Okay. Why is Glorious Victory highlighted? Alright, Isolde. The members of Obo Squad are gathered around the command table.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold.
Where?
Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow.
I can just turn it up directly from Windows, right? Yeah.
However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations?
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Takes on to know on.
Captain,
yep.
You were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am,
I see.
I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah. Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Alright, well, time to go surprise him. It me. Do you see? I see. I do not see.
The Exaltists have long plagued Yifei Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Split Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units.
What, they're not all part of Obo Squad? Wait, what?
Codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Or they're splitting Obo into two squads named Blitz and Aegis.
Reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
Alright, so Orphe's a fire attacker, right? Different aftershock attacks. Energy. Metal heat. I think Orphe is supposed to be like the dedicated support for his suit,
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important if they've got Obel Squad handling the picture.
It's me!
They're very powerful.
I wouldn't use powerful.
So what sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the
Oh, that's kind of a nice touch.
Convoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the
Uses
way,
Magus to
why
pivot.
are we meeting inside the hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them. At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
Ah, get exposed.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later.
Hello.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report.
Do you remember me?
Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant.
Or
the
she's
Mayor's
not
Special
even looking at
Envoy
me
for
just yet.
military operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Those are some long titles.
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy?
This is the amazing Mr. Faith and the Trigger.
Wait,
and
did
Soldier
we
Eleven
not?
we're talking about.
Friggin',
Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
did we not meet at the end of 2.1? Or we were split up and some of us didn't actually meet. I don't know.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Faithen they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Mr. Faithen.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned.
Ha ha ha. I'm a proxy, so I must be a villain, right?
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad. I'm a tyler who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld. Like
I guess if you want to call us the underworld, from the underworld, but supposedly we've only ever used proxy in business for like, we haven't used them for anything bad. I don't know.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret.
All right, that's enough.
I have to admit,
that's enough
that
out of
sounds
you.
Pretty cool.
That's enough out of me.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me
Magus is
seeing you
angry.
as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obel's mission or violate the Defense Force's principles.
Otherwise, Trigger's got my back.
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Or not. I don't know.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Faithen will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Faithen will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, Obel Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Faithen as the proxy collects Hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger.
I don't know. I mean, if you want to count like the manipulating ether as combat experience, I don't know.
Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Alright, sure. And now I have this, since I'm here, I guess.
There are more enemies than we expected.
White noise. That's a good thing.
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming.
Where's my dodge? Hello?
Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest. Counter! Warning! Even
The fastest way to restore power is to disable the nearby jamming devices.
Why did I not trigger dodge? That's not a dodge or whatever. They're getting thicker. Oh boy. That's a new one. Is that a new one? Oh no. Oh.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
Okay. After a fourth basic, dodge, counter, or assists, hold basic to activate falling pedal slaughter. Okay, with enough steel charge. What? Well, how do you get steel charge?
Aegis squad is reading the LZ. Recalibrating. Split squad, do you copy? Can't seem to be jammed. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all fuzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain have met us.
The area's all clear now! All those annoying pests? Good riddance.
Come in, Blitz Squad. Do you copy?
Seems that annoying signal interference is still floating around in the area.
The enemy control room is just ahead.
I'm not really a fan of the way
Active
Seed
communications
speaks.
here.
Or mannerisms. Well, that's awfully convenient. The switch flips down a humming machine somewhere in the comms room, comes to a halt.
Aegis squad, come in.
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment.
Aegis, are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Roger. New objective. Shut down the ether transmission system.
This is switch link to the ether transmission device. A successful decryption signal flashes from Seed Senior's data port, and the once turbulent ether in the transmission system goes still.
Remote support. In position.
That's some nice desync on the shots.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
I'm dead.
We eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the
I'm
meeting.
dead.
Show them what we've got. Split squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
What was that?
Roger. Aegis squad has successfully secured a data copy from the control room.
Excellent. That about does it for our recon objectives. Meet up at the target location.
Those
Bruh.
things look like coffins.
Don't just cut out the dialogue, please.
What's a coffin?
It's a thing where people are laid to rest.
I guess Seed is probably the youngest.
Oh, you mean like Seed Senior?
Yeah, I guess Seed Flora is still kind of a kid. At least mentally. Weren't these the... Oh, I don't remember what these are called. Yeah. Friggin' that. Was that in... That was in 2.1, right? Obscura, that looks like the reports we handed over to Commander Isolde. Are these just regular ether research equipment? I doubt it's that simple. Anything tied to the Exaltus is bound to be suspicious. I felt something ominous too. Are you saying the defense force has some information on it? You'll get the intel when you need to know. For now, let's keep moving. A difficult person to work with. Don't be discouraged, Mr. Special Envoy. I've been around the cabin for a while and still think. Keep moving. Huh, what happened here? Plug me in. I'm wired in.
The unknown device. Now analyzing.
Oh, I got a hammer. Did I always have a hammer?
Communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy!
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
I got him GG's.
Come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
Communication structure analysis. 50% complete.
I'm just running around collecting monies? Professionals have standards. Be efficient. Be polite. Something from the sniper. I don't know. I'm literally just running around collecting money, virtual money that turns into real money somehow. Or something, I don't know. What? Okay. And it's gone. Very cool. I have not been doing the temple maintenance stuff.
Those are ether reactors made by Ports Lumex. To be honest, they look pretty ominous.
Ports Lumex? That's the company working with the Exaltus, right?
Not everyone in the company
At least
is bad.
Ferrex was.
Hopefully.
Even if they're not all bad, Funny still played a part in this.
That may be true, but most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming a proxy?
Yeah, in a way. Kind of. Obstacles are blocking Aegis squad path to the rendezvous point. Let's clear them up while we wait for them. We can literally just climb over it though. It's not that tall. Yes, Captain Magus.
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all his hard work, too.
You all carried the operation. I was just doing my duty.
No skateboarding in the elevators. Hello. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Hello.
Seed, you've met them before.
Yep. At the beach.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You are the pilot of this mech.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex inspection.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too.
Does he? Or is he asleep?
He's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
The mech.
Seed Senior. Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech.
I don't think the way she speaks is really fits, but okay.
Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy.
What?
You must be
What?
quite knowledgeable in this field.
What? Seems. What? This is just out of nowhere, okay?
Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Who are you to talk to me about school? You were literally wandering around for half a month in a hollow as a kid. Unless you got put into school afterward by Seed Senior.
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical
we went to the
school.
White Star Institute and we were raised by one of the scientists there. Or some... Is that what it... White Star Institute or something?
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
Alright, Burger 11. Not much better, Burger 11. True.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Alright, whatever.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Alright, let's get on with this.
Are Seed and Soldier 11
I got him,
intelligent
GG's.
constructs too?
No. Maybe. Who knows? Burger 11's a clone, maybe.
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as the commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
Alright, leave it to me in time for my
The
magic.
most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates unknown to the Defense Force. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Alright.
Phaethon's skills are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than
Don't fly too close to the sun. Or something.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
Yep.
I got this.
Alright. What in the frick? Oh, the Obscura were used to...
Those devices.
To hide...
Those are all sacrifices?
Ooh.
Seed, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 2, 1.
What was that about me having combat capabilities?
Now we're all clear.
Hello? Where's my ether manipulation?
All enemies eliminated.
Bruh. Amid the thunderous stomps of heavy machinery and shrill, hysterical screams, he brings in the Exalted's captive. What? From where? Where did I grab him from?
Old man is Lucy's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin.
Oh, he's not wearing a mask.
How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Just like me for real. Just totally dead.
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
We're gonna apply anesthesia or gagging him.
Hey, Seed Senior, you've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator, which often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Alright, buddy.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive
Cruel and
rounds
unusual
military-grade
punishment.
high energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Sure.
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated...
Magus specifically has a whole paragraph, possibly plural, for them. I don't know.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
I got him, GG's.
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
I mean, labels are definitions.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other, or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
Something urgent that needs our attention right now? Huh?
There's a critical piece of intel that needs immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice.
They can exist
These
outside of
Obscura
hollows.
and the factories that produce them are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow.
Oh.
According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Yfe Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that many monsters.
What do you mean? We just took out 8 of them in like 10 seconds. I don't know.
The entire Obsidian Division would just end up as
mean,
monster food.
Yeah, it could just get swarmed.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
Wait, didn't you just say she got intel that there are over 300? Why was that not reported already then? I don't know.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy.
Or she was saying, Magus was saying they found 300 Obscuras. Not necessarily all containing sacrifices.
There's still no solid evidence to confirm that all Obscura have sacrifices in them. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
I got him, GG's.
The proxy has a point. There's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula.
I don't remember what Alice said, like, their actual intended use is.
Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
For a last-ditch counterattack, they won't go
The
down
Fanatic's last
easy
stand
or
is
something.
often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant.
I got him. I got him, GG's. Great. Who else was, I don't know. That's, was that Mordecai's or Lilith saying that's Roland's way of saying thanks? I don't know. In the depths of the Lemnian Hollow, where even the proxy's eyes couldn't pierce the darkness. Oh, it's Sarah. Hi. Military's operation has started. You're to provide cover for the Overseer's ritual. Every action leads us closer to meeting our Lord. Everything for the Creator, Lady Sarah. But the Defense Force has overwhelming numbers, and we've taken heavy losses lately. With what little strength we have left, we don't need to achieve victory. Our mission is to buy time. Sacrifices are inevitable. Fortunately, the Defense Force isn't exactly driven by the noble duty they claim to uphold. As long as the Overseer completes the ritual, then we've already won. May the Creator refine you. May the Creator refine me. Or something. The Obsidian Division has temporarily taken over Sige's Road as our base of operations. This will be our staging area for the upcoming mission. But there seems to be way more people at the base today. Probably some sort of operation being coordinated. Anyway, let's report back to Isolde first. Dang, you guys are tall. You're like a full head taller. Hey, why am I so short? Oh, what? Okay. What was I about to say? Oh. Sure. Do I have that gift? I don't know. Hey, Trigger. I see. Thank goodness you're okay. Blah, 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 blah. Don't worry about me. Okay. This Magus is a her. Oh, yeah, that checks out from the dream. She already has, yep. Does Trigger tell us she used to be a person? Not yet, not here anyway. Okay.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Oval Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltist lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said.
Worst kept secret.
Just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Wait, what? Is Internet a site? Just it's only one site, really? I thought Internet was like their equivalent of internet, the whole thing. Hello? Okay. Or Internet is specifically for like that those sorts of, like, it's just like one of those the underworld sites or something. I don't know. I got him, GG's.
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists.
Buying time.
By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'm gonna say it again. I got him, GG's.
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that Faith should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military grade high energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over.
Well, she didn't even read it, so.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me, and her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away, and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
Because everyone thinks Carol Arna was the one who destroyed everything. Caused the destruction. Look at my temper. Huh? What's it? Huh?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than
What does
many of those
look at
who
my
stand
temper have to do with what?
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Ah, she's sad. I see. Or something.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
None. I think, right?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
Who is that? What's the name of that lady from Trigger's story that tried to kill other Obsidian Division members? Or what? I don't. Was it Obsidian Division specifically? I don't know. The other sniper.
You.
Magus Angie.
All right, kids. Enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz expressed interest in meeting you.
Does Lorenz know I'm Phaethon? Or that I'm a proxy? This isn't the interrogate the proxy part, right?
Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
I got
Relax. I'll be with you.
Alright. Alright. Major General's adjutant. However it's pronounced. Adjutant, sir, the Major General's guest has arrived. Please follow me, you two. The Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. follow the adjutant's lead and head with Isolde into the Major General's tent on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest.
Alright, so does he know I'm a proxy?
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents and infamous
Okay, so he does know. But how does he know? How does he know? Was he just told or something?
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
That's kind of expected, I guess.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and
Don't you have dealings with Porcelumix though? Or
I'm
something?
afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
I'm really sorry, Wise. You came here to help, and this is how you're treated. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Lorenz was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago, and was promoted to a general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. Was it already stated specifically that it was 11 years ago? Frick. Oh my goodness. Now I'm... So, frickin' Arky went into Hollow Zero, and hasn't been seen since. I forgot. Is the fall of Old Capital, was that when Hollow Zero expanded? Was Hollow Zero the cause of the fall of the old capital? If so, well, whoever's behind Fairy and Ginny and Yokai and the other AIs said Arky's been gone for an entire era. What counts as an era? I know I've brought this up before. I'm pretty sure I brought this up before, but I don't know. Alright. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him definitely has given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. The truth behind it? To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then. Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track, but the point is you can count on us. Whether it's Oboe squad or any other Obsidian division soldier, we'll give everything to protect you. After briefing you on the military operation, Isolde takes her leave. Talk about rude. Are all the Defense Force generals this unpleasant? Restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world? Might as well be a prisoner. What if we're just going back down to rest at Swabian Temple? We shouldn't be stopped, right? I'm going to, I guess, increase dialogue a little bit. Attempt to return to Swabian Temple. The proxy's been captured. You seem to be in a pretty good mood. I want to make fun of your comrades. Okay, Burger 11. I appreciate it.
Oh?
So if the proxy doesn't get along with them, that must mean they're alright. Okay, sure. That sounds silly, but also somehow makes sense, question mark? I heard all of that. Ah, you're also the type to eavesdrop on people. I've been aware of your presence for a while now, Proxy, and for the record, I wasn't talking behind your back. Proxy, the ever so lovable Proxy, always listening in with those keen ears. You have anything to say? Plan for the next mission. Nope. Sorry, orders from above, you're not allowed to leave. With facts and logic. I don't know who you are, but there's no argument to be had. Orders or orders. Argue with facts and reason again. The argument draws the attention of several nearby soldiers. Are you okay, Wise? Comrade, Wise is a special envoy sent by the mayor. Show some respect. The mighty Mr. Wise got taken down a notch. I'm just following orders. Following orders is a soldier's duty. I understand where the soldier is coming from. I hope you understand Crimson Gloom. Another nickname. Which with head held high. Alright. You can't stop. Oh. Invisible walls can stop me. So now I can talk to them.
Captain! Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test.
Dang, you're examining my pulse? Okay.
You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Isolde explains the Mayor General's orders to everyone.
Temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications? What does that mean?
It means my phone is dead. And my legs are dead.
It means we've got your precious Phaethon locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
That's terrible.
That's what you're about to say is good. Why her? What did this mean?
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy
Let me disappear
Phaethon
for a
was
moment.
caught by Oboe Squad.
Alright.
The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as
Fill
we
out 2
regret
trials.
it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
Hopefully.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
Dang. There's no point finding it, so you allow a soldier to fasten the tracker, more like an electronic shackle to your ankle. Thanks to the Defense Force signal jamming, the only wireless frequencies still functioning in Wi-Fi Peninsula are military ones. For now at least, say farewell to the friends anxiously awaiting your replies on Knocknout.
My apologies, Proxy.
I can't do that.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy.
Yeah, that's because you don't know what our motivation.
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Alright, whatever. With comms and our movement restricted, things are definitely tricky. Luckily I can still reach out to Bell and ferry through the HDD without the Defense Force noticing. Oh yeah, where's Eos? Right as I'm thinking about this. Proxy, don't sit down. It's time for Obo's regular equipment maintenance. Come join us. Is that okay? Do you agree, Captain Magus? Make sure our tech folks will have reliable gear is crucial, so if you want to drop by Proxy, go right ahead. I don't have any equipment on me. Not that I could fix anything even if I did. Really, I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on the Proxy, but I can't shake this strange feeling. Like, the Proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. The implants? Does Flora have implants too of some sort? Don't worry, Proxy. Seed can be a bit hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. It's just a routine maintenance check. Come on, Proxy, stop being so wishy-washy. Or maybe... wait. What if Flora was able to survive in a hollow for half a month without signs of corruption? Because she also had the same sort of implants that I got, only they were actually tuned at the time. I don't know. But actually, how do I communicate with the HDD device without EOS? Huh, I don't know. Elbow Squad is all here. Alright, time to start today's routine maintenance. Inspector on duty, squad member Seed. First up for inspection, Mercury. Okay, Bang Boo. Mercury, here. Let me take a look and see if this little Colby's got anything wrong with it. I always get nervous when Seed does my checkup. The antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn out. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. If Colby can't hear me on the radio during the operation, I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye aye. Next up, Trigger Sniper. I'm counting you again, Seed. Alright, I only need one look to tell your weapon's in flawless shape, just like always, Trigger. Sniper's weapon is their soul on the battlefield, after all. Boring. Now it's Orpheus and Captain Magus' turn. Let's get this straight. You are not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is in good shape overall, Orphe, but your tail shows way more wear, no doubt due to the captain's reckless fighting style. Orphe has an exoskeleton? What? What kind of siren is Orphe, anyway? I don't know. The captain gives it her all in combat. I'll try and stay in sync with Orphe's movements. As for Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? Seed can't stand that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Whoa! Are you seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? Huh? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Seed stares straight into the Proxy's eyes. Impossible as it seems. I guess it is the implants that communicates with the HDD. It almost seems like she can see right through to the HDD. But that can't be possible, right? Eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. Heh. You were just looking for an excuse to stare into the Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear is serviced at the armory. Hey Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes too. Does she know? You confirm that the military really is restricting your freedom of movement with Hobo Squad, then return to the tent to rest. The tent, I hope I don't sleep talk. The tent offers some cover from the soldiers' gazes, and re-establishing connection with the HDD brings a small sense of relief. Well, if I speak, though, they can hear me.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
I got him, GG's. Get wrecked, Bell.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two. Enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful useless...
Someone's gonna come up to... Someone's gonna walk in on me just talking to... Not myself.
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
And however the implant transmits the audio or whatever to my brain.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Oh. Okay.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I'll send over the data from my eyes right away.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than...
Oh no, Belle, don't get offended.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy-wise, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Opal Squad, just like always.
I really feel like someone's gonna walk in on us talking.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
Okay, I guess not. The bed beneath you, unless there are mics, unless the room is the tent is bugged. The bed beneath you feels so full and you hardly rest well that night, but as with all things, it eventually passes. Commotion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. What the frick was that for a moment? That's Orphe and Seed's voices. Let's check out what's happening. What happened to Mercury? Hey there, little Bing Boo. No. Alright, time for me to fix it. Come on, Seed, can't you fix it? Is this the little one you brought back from the hollow? Yes, Captain. The Bangbu squad seems to have been attacked. I received the Bangbu's distress signal and rushed over. What? What about the soldiers in that squad? They're all lying there covered in blood. I mean, the not breathing kind of lying there. Let's pay our respects. Okay, so off-camera body count, probably at least 5. This bang will probably recorded what happened when they ran into the enemy, but it's badly damaged. Do we have any technicians at base? Let me fix up the bang. Okay, so Seed can't, but I can. Proxy, you know how to fix a bang boo? Please help this little guy. Leave it to you, Proxy. Thanks, Enzo. Oh. Okay. The video footage is restored in images from inside the holo stream out through the Bangboo's data port.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. 4 and 5 o'clock.
Okay, body count 7. Is that 8? And I don't know, I can't tell.
Oh, is it the Exaltist troops in disguise? No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive.
I gotta drop those F-bombs, I guess.
Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them down. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles.
Oh, it's getting further.
We need backup.
The evening gunfire grows louder, gradually drowning out all the voices. Gunfire and voices gradually fade away, and everything returns to silence. One noise grows louder, skipping ahead. Oh boy.
Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
Footage ends abruptly here. The Bangboo recording data seemingly couldn't hold on any longer. Those soldiers crawling out of the miasma. They look like the dead brought back to life. The dead? But they're dressed in military gear from the old capital. Stuff from 11 years back. If they truly are the dead returned, how could they be the ghosts of those old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? Or like some kind of miasma creature. Still, the fact that these soldiers take on the form of the former Defense Force soldiers means their creator. Enemy's knowledge of Defense Force might be beyond our imagination. I mean, friggin' the Miasmic Fiend had a lot of had similarities and whatever with Ejong, so we know the Exaltists can do that, or do something similar at least. Don't know the extent. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape, so there's no way the Exaltists should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Isolde. Let's go, Proxy. Mercury, Colby, I don't know. Special squad, huh? Ah, this person's not part. Oh, yeah. Laid back battle boo. Ugh. Together with Oboe Squad, you briefly sold on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Oboe Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident.
We got some mole in here.
Just an unfortunate...
I don't know.
But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
Magus shocked.
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire,
what?
And unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Oboe Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes,
right
Captain
now.
Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Alright.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Oboe never fails a mission.
This operation has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the miasma soldiers. Second, to eliminate key Exaltist bases. Get ready and move out in a surprise attack. Every second counts. Let's go.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms.
That's where
They
Magus's
fought
dreams are
side by
coming from.
side
Like, they
years
had
ago.
Isolde in them.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Oboe Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Alright.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them.
Our sacrifice will pave the way.
Excuse me, where's my dog?
Return.
Ether vision activate.
It's
It's your time to blossom.
Hostile target is highly active. Please evade its attacks. Maximum firepower.
Not bad. I don't know how these characters work except for Trigger.
Here comes the big one.
Trigger documents detected on this device. Accessing. Entering the overseas call. Wrongfully killed soldiers rise from the underworld, soaked in flames of vengeance, or cloaked in flames of vengeance. As for why the Defense Force soldiers would fight for us, the Overseer was rather vague. Perhaps they too were blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. The files stored in this this device are incomplete. The remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Wrongfully killed soldiers? But those ones emerging from the miasma were wearing 11-year-old uniforms. They died protecting New Eridu. These Exaltists scum, how dare they desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers? Unforgivable. The approaching footsteps have everyone on guard, but then what they see is the sight of allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel's
Was this
squad,
one that was resurrected or
there shouldn't be any
something?
other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this arm, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right. And we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention,
I mean,
we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank
okay.
so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Something's fishy.
Flat it? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in the Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu.
No, that can't be it.
Which makes
Absolutely
them
no
our
way.
comrades.
Something's afoot.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist base been completely cleared?
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We have
Congratulations!
other orders to carry out,
You
so we
messed
didn't
up the
have
whole
time to
thing.
pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. We can't even handle something this simple properly. Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Alright.
It'll be
That's
A-okay.
great. That's just wonderful.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
Wait, actually, can I, like... Okay, I guess I do use this because whatever. Encrypted documents detected on this device. Accessing. We may be working with Porcelumics, but they aren't exactly saints. They'd sacrifice everything for profit. So they're still going, huh? Yeah, what if Lorenz is working with Lucro to do that too? Like, what if Lucro's also messed up? I don't know. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, oh, volunteer without warning. This is a record of the hardware being moved, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Dang it, of all places, the data had to be missing at the most crucial part.
Oh?
Soldiers didn't die protecting the city? Just what have these exaltists learned? Follow the old capital. When are we gonna get more? We need more info on it. It's nothing but a distraction they planned on purpose to mislead us. Could be, could not be. Still, it's clear that the Exaltist remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on.
Elite targets have appeared.
Squad's been waiting for.
Recalibrating.
Maximum firepower!
I feel like Luffy's expression is lacking a little bit in this.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Okay.
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
Are we gonna get some info drops here?
Reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Oh boy. Escorted by the troops, Lorenz and Lucro withdraw from the stronghold. So they moved stuff out or something, right? That was at the beginning of that little scene. I don't know. I don't know what Lorenz's priority is. I don't know. I'm confused.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. I It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding
Nah, Magus is
officer.
in on it, right?
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltis stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Somewhere in the Lemnian Hollow, illuminated by flickering candlelight. It's Sarah again. Great Overseer Defense Force took the bait just as planned, and they're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect. They've wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and that foolish general thinks he already claimed enough victories. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore, though the price is nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troops you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers. It's cruel, really. Neverak. That was the boss from 2.0, right? Still, if it's for the right cause, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely, if that greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you'll still open the path to the Creator, won't you, Great Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true, without a doubt. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But Phaethon is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a real handful. Not the type to let things go easily, and that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. I've noticed that youngster may be an unexpected variable, but I've already set the course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Cheers and laughter echo from the military camp, which has been so quiet the past few days. Why is the Defense Force base so lively? What's going on? Let's ask around and see what the soldiers know. Hello. Hello. No new face and not new uniform either. You must be the outside help for the, what was it, Apostle Squad? Thanks to the brilliant leadership of the Major General and his adjutant, we secured an easy victory. Sure, you didn't mind the big win, but you still played a part. Stand your ground. Hey, what did that look? We're celebrating our victory here. Don't be such a buzzkill, okay? Alright, you have anything to say, Burger 11? No, you don't. What about you two? Nope. And Lucro. Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you return safely. I'm no big shot or anything. Such modesty. Still, if you're acting on behalf of the Mayor and Defense Force matters, I'm sure your words hold real authority with the city administration. We owe it to the Major General's forces that we were able to reclaim significant cache of porcelain without incident. Assets Ferox had handed over to the Exaltists, which are in fact Porcelumex's property. It's quite the haul. The Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on.
Huh?
I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General, but that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table, so naturally, I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. about the Obscura. It's true that certain individuals within Porcelumix, including Mr. Ferox and his team, engaged in unlawful activities with the Exaltists. The shameful and pathetic Mr. Ferox is now in custody, and with the Major General's support, we've tracked down his subordinates who escaped into the Hollow. Porcelumix is clean of any further criminal associations. Regarding the so-called Obscura devices, while they were created through Ferox's dealings with the Exaltist, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company.
Huh.
We'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk. Their risk? Yes, Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk, even going so far as to order an evacuation of Wi-Fi Peninsula for public safety. It's gone too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care of yourself. We're just evacuating a bunch of people. I don't know. Because we need to... We don't know which ones contain sacrifices and don't right yet. These guys sure know how to take it easy. They're already planning the victory party right after winning. So what's the Defense Force's move? Next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major General believes the key members of the Exaltists have been wiped out and their base cleared. As far as he's concerned, we've already won. Bruh. I never thought victory would come so easily. The Exaltists won't be that easy. You faced the Exaltists more times than anyone, Proxy. Your insight is valuable, but even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. As for the Obscura, Colonel Isolde is taking our intel and the risk posed by the sacrifices very seriously. She's already preparing to evacuate the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We'll stay on guard here to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated and all Obscura in the city have been cleared. It's thanks to Isolde's leadership that we were able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began, too. Did the Colonel know about the risks of the Obscura all along? Since everyone's been taking a break, why don't you relax a little too, Proxy? I'm heading back to the camp with the captain. Want to join us for a bit, Proxy? Sure. Despite your doubts, with cheers ringing out through the night all around you, you find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with the two soldiers. As Obo's squad settles in at their quarters, the troops are already preparing to celebrate. I have a bad feeling about this.
The Exaltists, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu.
Why do we have random chess
like every
pieces?
triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers. Cheer for victory.
Cheers rising from the gathered soldiers.
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz.
Cheers once more.
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishan Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at
I
a
won't, though.
military tribunal.
Not me.
I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Senior would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Ah, is that the first time Magus has thanked us? With his faith in, I have no right to stop moving forward. Yep, I'm gonna do my own investigating. Excuse me, Mr. Special Envoy. The Colonel asked me to pass on a message. Some bigwig from TOPS is here to see you. Oh? From TOPS? Don't ask me about the specifics. You'll just have to go see for yourself. Oops. I couldn't remember what his name was. And I thought Porcelumix wasn't actually part of TOPS yet. Meet Damien after dark and fill him in with in on what Lucro's doing.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelum, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in TOPS any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
So you're in a pretty risky position as well.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunque Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Well...
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunque Summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Just as Damien finished speaking, a small fear suddenly springs out from behind him.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about.
I forgot what this character's name was. I thought it was revealed like in some other media, not in game. At least not anything I've been through. But is she from Angels of Delusion? Because I think a lot of the Angels of Delusion characters are like intelligent constructs, right? Not the one from the summer event. That was a Thyran, I think.
It's funny. Most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS,
okay.
affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
I don't know what that is.
Nice to meet you, Mr.
I only vaguely recognize the name
Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if a company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
Porcelumix was part of TOPS. I thought Porcelumix was like trying to get into TOPS or something, but okay. Guess I'm remembering wrong.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way Damien does things. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes.
Please don't tell me someone else sees the implants too.
I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Miss Zhao, the Krampus member, turns and walks off with Damien in tow. She may have been small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. It's getting late. Let's head back to the tent and get some rest. Hello. Proxy. Proxy. It's not time to sleep yet. What? I came all this way with squad member Seed to invite you to our special nighttime operation. Question mark? Where's the enemy? Follow us and you'll see, Proxy. Shh. Move quietly and stay low, just like a sniper. They're gonna jump scare Orphe. Seed and Trigger quietly creep up behind Orphe and suddenly launch a surprise attack.
Soldier Orphe!
You again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
Accomplice?
It's not what it looks like, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Too late.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain, or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
What?
Excuse me. First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh. Then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
Share some.
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with
got
us?
him. I got her, GG's.
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
Hey. I'll take this lemon flavored chip.
Special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me.
Alright. In the sea breeze of Wi-Fi Peninsula, you team up with Oboe Squad to finish off the lemon-flavored chips. As the night deepens, Seed and Trigger, who ambushed Orphe, return to his squad's camp. Just as you're about to leave, Orphe calls out to you.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Is she gonna
about the captain.
Ask us to diagnose the captain?
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust you, Orphe. Just like you trust Captain Magus. Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct?
Nope.
No,
she used to be human.
More than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
You can trust me. Just like how you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind.
So this is Orphe? Oh yeah, got the horns. Or something?
That's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special.
Born to be a
From the
soldier?
moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission.
She's an experiment. I mean, Seed did say something about Orphe having an exoskeleton.
In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division,
I'm gonna
also
disappear for a moment. I
suffered
need water.
heavy losses.
I reappear.
At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers.
So, I think there should be a pause between cybernetic soldiers and even. But yeah, we got Burger and Burger 11. So, and Twiggy, and I don't remember the names of the others.
It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call
Magus
her soul,
is a
stored
clone of
within the
Magus, but has an actual body.
Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special, you're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust. They all proved one thing.
So is this like part of a regular
special.
maintenance thing for her then?
They all told me I'm just a pathetic,
Like in between
person.
operations, she has to go into the whatever tank.
But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus.
I guess
I'd
not.
rather have
Just
my
in the
noisy
past it
Obel
was, but
Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations.
you know, I'm sure it's not like it's not a unique quote or anything. It's it's almost certainly used in a lot of media, but it reminds me of the particular line from Final Fantasy Kingsglaive. I never actually played the game. I enjoyed the film, even if the plot was like kind of panned. I'm less of a plot person. I like the action, but that bit at the spoilers. 9 years later, I think. A man's passes of pride. Frick, no, I don't remember the first line, but it's like, but you're a slave to the past. A man's past is pride. No, my pride is in saving the future, or something like that.
As a proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
All right. Burger 11, what you doing? Alright. Time to knock myself out. After a brief signal disruption, communication with the HDD is reestablished. How are the calculations going, Fairy?
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Wise, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Except we can't, because the operation is basically considered done.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Yishuan Sufu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead.
Tofu!
Sufu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishuan Sufu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the defense force.
Alright, that's a bit much.
Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a little?
We're talking about the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula here. So what if it's a little exaggerated?
All we can do now is pray that Rinquay Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
Alright, just as you're about to fall asleep, that familiar chirping breaks your peaceful slumber again. Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh, hey. Hello, is that Shifu's Qingming bird? Hello. Chirp chirp, chirp chirp. Your vision suddenly dims, but strangely you don't feel afraid. Ether. Ah! When you come to your senses, you're already being carried up high up in the air by bird talons. Ah! Your body feels weightless like a feather drifting in the air one moment, then heavy like a stone sinking into a lake the next. Wait, they're gonna find out I left, though. By the time you come back to your senses, you've already arrived. Is this Swabian Temple?
I think I just had a dream. Am I still dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple, Fufu told me poor Junior Wise
okay, Belle.
treatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Wise's sister!
That's a bit exaggerated.
By the way, your dear sister is here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there.
No. Belle, what have you done?
It's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Did Yishuan Sufu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Yep. They can't do it. They're not going to do anything.
What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
You lay out the intel calculated by Fairy along with all accompanying suspicions and speculations for everyone.
Hunting as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will.
Oh, Stella, Nebby, how are you? I'm okay, I'm fine. Just getting along with Zenless Zone Zero's 2.2 main story. Thank you for asking.
When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Wise get some proper rest first.
Wait, but if I sleep here, they're gonna notice I'm gone. Okay. You still got your senior sister, waiting for you up on the mountain. Can't have you getting kidnapped before you see her. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. I keep having these unsettling dreams lately, like something bad is about to happen. Whenever I'm on missions in miasma-dense areas, I always hear these whispers. I'm a bit worried about you, and about your senior sister. My sister. Oh. It's not corruption symptoms, is it, Senior? Have the recent missions been too much? If so, let me help share the load. Don't worry so much. The sky could fall, and Shifu will handle it. We'll be okay. You're right. We've still got Shifu. I don't know. Like, Shifu's great and all, but it shouldn't be. I don't think you should be putting it like that. This job really has been tough on you, Wise. Senior sister is the best. A proxy without their senior sister is nothing. You staying soldiers, how dare they lock up my junior? Alright. Explain to Shifu in detail about the Obscura found in Wi-Fi Peninsula and the potential Exaltist bases hidden in the Hollow. The lives of Wi-Fi Peninsula citizens are at stake, and it can't be taken lightly. If the defense force refuses to step in, then Yunkei-sama will have no choice but to break the rules of engagement and take action. But now that there are threats both inside and outside the Hollow, and with so few disciples left at Swabian Temple, we might need some reinforcements. Before Yishun can finish speaking, an angry shout from outside cuts her off.
Hand over the proxy!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, how'd they know? The poor temple, wait. Unless that's Magus. That's Magus, right? That has to be Magus. The poor temple gate couldn't withstand the force of the uninvited guests that creaked open and let them into the courtyard. Yep.
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it's soldiers from the defense force. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus. And now she's ready to give you a beating.
Give me a beating?
Seed Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up, he probably won't be able to stop her.
Yep. Ah, shock to Magus.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula as support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
High Preceptor Ishwan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. The person behind you, Phaethon, is currently under our protection.
Under your protection? You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the proxy's safety.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Please hear me out, you do. Alright.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, so the proxy wasn't kidnapped by you, Summit.
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the proxy away.
This is literally Yunkei Summit, though.
Military information.
I've never cared about military secrets. Only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Eridu.
Well then, Proxy. If you went so far as to defy military orders to contact Yunquay Summit, I trust you must have had a good reason.
Once again, you lay out the current intel and situation for both parties.
You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the Hollow?
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the Hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as Guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Yunquay Summit and the Defense Force investigate, even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Magus Thonk.
Wise, I just received an alert from Fairy.
How many of Oboe Squad know about Fairy? Do any of them know about...
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow. Warning. Ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record-high levels. Warning. At the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 1,000
I forgot what the Zenless limit is. Holy frick. Is that when it starts making companion hollows? I'm just gonna look it up. For a companion hollow to break off and be its own hollow. So technically, yes. A companion, I guess that is... I wasn't technically wrong. Because when a companion hollow becomes its own hollow, then it can have its own companion hollows. And how many hours, how many days is that? I don't feel like mathing that. Hours, 2 days. 42 days, 0.27, 42.75.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the Hollow might just go boom.
About the image of the Bang Booth in the military.
The Exaltus in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltus control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltist's operations.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
Therein lies our solution.
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out. That should eliminate the threat, right?
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood
Oh, throwing shade. Ooh.
Amazing.
Then let's move out. Obel Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens Wi-Fi Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
But then that's gonna... It's gonna paint me as a bad guy. I don't know.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquay Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself.
Was she gonna say, I'm just a gun, after all?
Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then Defense Force soldiers, and even civilians, would pay dearly.
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to protect this place.
About the time deployment.
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Obel's squad would draw too much attention. We'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Ogle Squad, return to base and get some rest.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Alright.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day.
Alright. One moment. Apparently I had some bot trying to advertise buying viewers, but that was auto-blocked. And yeah, nope. Does not seem legit. I'm sorry. They always act the same way. I'm sorry. If you are legit, I have a Twitter. Contact me there. If you don't have a Twitter, I'm sorry. I don't want to deal with bots and fake accounts. Okay. Seed, you're still here? And they haven't noticed I'm gone? Like the rest of the Obsidian Division? Yeah, Proxy, good morning. I'm here to invite you to today's Grand Escape Strategy meeting. We're going to start evacuating civilians? Fine. If you want the dull version, I'm here to bring you to the strategy meeting. It's indeed about civilian evacuation or whatever. First, hold on. I'm going to... Okay, so did these two and this. Okay. I have no idea how long this is gonna take. It has been almost 2.5 hours. So given that I have basically just finished one of the missions, I think this is a decent spot to leave off. I am also no longer in immersive storytelling, as you can see. So, yep. Bro, really. That will be it for this stream. Anyone lurking? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. And if you dropped by, lurked, and left, you probably won't see or hear this, but thank you for dropping by. If you enjoyed this and or my other contents, if you're on Twitch, please consider following. If you're on YouTube, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. And leave some feedback down in the comments below. Next stream, unless something comes up, will be tomorrow, where I will try to finish this. After that, Genshin is getting 6.0, or Luna 1, I guess, on Tuesday, I think. So, Genshin stream Sunday, Monday, the week after that, unless, again, something else comes up. But, yeah, once again, that'll be it. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.